1 minute, I'll be showing this red color. 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow. And at 2 minutes, I'll be showing red, and there will be a grace period for 30 seconds. Thank you. All the best for all the speakers. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Happy Sudan. Can we all give her a big hand for taking up this role? This is one of the crucial roles in any Toastmasters meeting, and especially in this, because she has to manage a plus minus 25 speakers and their timings. Now, one humble request for each one of you. Make sure you speak at least for a minute and maximum for 2 minutes. Try not to exceed the time or speak under the time, because we want you to speak and we don't want you to speak only. So this is how we practice here. We are trying to give chance to every member who is united here, who is coming here, because we speak for 2 minutes and rest the entire session we listen. This is one way of empowering people, empowering ourselves. Thank you so much for joining again. Today, word of the day is solemn. Solemn, solemnly. So try to use this word as much as possible if you can incorporate in your speech or on your given respective topic. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, please put your hands together to welcome. But before that, please keep yourself muted till you are called up on stage. And this session is being recorded and we'll be sharing with you later to see or observe your performance for better improvement or improvement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome none other than Miss Zainab.
Thank you so much, DTM Amjad, for the introduction. I have tried to choose a wide variety of topics. Each one of you may agree or disagree with the topic. There's no right or wrong, so please feel free to express yourselves. First of all, I would like to call upon TM Abdul. Do we have him here?
Yeah.
Okay, so the topic for you is living for more than the next moment. Living for more than the next moment.
Life is very precious. I think we need to live every moment of life with utmost happy. Good evening, good day, good morning, all of you fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. The life is very precious. I think we need to set a right set of goals, and we need to follow them. So if you see an examples, like we come across a lot of challenges. Even if you take office, and you will be having a lot of pressure in the office working, you need to meet the deadline. Maybe you're meeting the deadline or not, but you'll be thinking after coming home, you'll be start worrying about it. What will happen? Will I finish my job, complete my task on time or not? And because of that thinking process, we lose that happiness, the spur of happiness which will be having in our mind. If we keep doing that, that not only affects you, but also it affects you, the family members. Outside, maybe you can pretend to be happy, but once you come back at home, before your wife, your son, your parents, you cannot pretend. You have to be natural, and they suddenly quickly, even if you pretend, your mother will be there. This Abdul, you are pretending yourself. Tell me what is happening in your mind. And no, it not only affects you, but it will affect your family members as well, and it will worry them. I think we should live every moment of our life, whatever it is, because life is very short and we are not going to be there here for lifelong. And set each goal step by step. Let's it's fine if you fail. Failure is a stepping stone for a success. Definitely, if you work hard, success will come, and it will, and the God will give you the success. Don't worry about that. Keep happy and live every moment. Over to table topic master Jaina.
Thank you so much for your take on that. I hope we continue living our life and every moment to the fullest. Now, for the next topic, I would like to call upon TM Sindhu. TM Sindhu. Good evening. The topic for you is be your own authentic self. Be your own authentic self. Over to you.
Good evening, table topics master, as well as all the Toastmasters over here. Be your authentic self. Yes. we can live only like that. We have to be, if you fake to be someone else, how long will you fake? How long you can do it? You cannot demonstrate a character which is not yours. At least one point of your life, not one point, there will be plenty of scenarios or situations where you will be displaying your true figure or true style or whatever it is. So always try to be yourself. If you fake, or if you try to imitate or emulate someone, I don't think that it will be lasting forever. So try to be someone, try always be very close to your heart, speak your heart, and be someone very close to you. Only then you will be working or behaving in a natural way. Many situations I have faced in my life where I have seen that some of them are not demonstrating their true figure, and finally what I felt was that under certain situations we come to know their real self. So such situations make us like the true friendship will be broken and it will be disconnected and will not be able to carry on. So always express your true self. And some situations are there where even if you fake, at some point you will be expressing your genuine nature. And I have seen that whenever in my office and other places, in schools also I have seen. I would like to narrate one of the incidents. Not it's a story, not I could call it as a story, because when I was in grade 9, now I just sacrificed my picnic for one of my friends, but she took that offer, or in my absence she took that place and she went for picnic. Actually I felt that my friend was not traveling, so I just dropped it off, but that place was taken by her. So there we could make out how genuine are the people, or whether the displayed or demonstrated character is fake or real. Over to you, Table Topics Master. Thank you.
That was a wonderful take on that. I hope we all continue on being our own authentic selves. Next, I would like to call upon TM Rajeshwari. And your topic is TM Rajeshwari?
Yes, dear.
Okay. The topic for you is be the light in your own gray sky. Be the light in your own gray sky. Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Be the light. Can you repeat, dear? Sorry.
Being the light in your own gray sky.
Okay. Yeah, timer, you can start. Sorry for the delay. Being self-illuminated is the new norm. I truly believe in this. Illumination is it's not only for the self-development, it's also bringing light in others. I truly believe in this. Whether the light is in the form of leadership, or it's in the form of guidance, or it is for our close family members, or it is for the society. Giving light, showering light is having that grace. It carries that weightage, and it designs the purpose of our life. The amount of light, no matter how dedicated I am or how busy I am in my life, it doesn't matter. What really matters is whether the light, what I am focusing, is it's reaching the society or reaching to the members who are surrounding by me and see their enlightenment. That truly gives me happiness and gives value to my light. Over to TT Master.
That was wonderful. I hope you keep shining for yourself and for the people around you. Now I would like to call upon TM Farida. TM Farida?
Yes.
Okay. So, as we know that TM Farida is a very big fan of Tom Cruise, so I specially handpicked a quote of Tom Cruise for her, which is Tom Cruise once said, "Someday." That is a dangerous word. It is really a code for never. Someday. That is a dangerous word. It is really a code for never. Over to you.
Someday is it? Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. A very happy belated Eid Mubarak to everybody once again. Someday. It's a dangerous word. Totally agree. Totally agree. Can you imagine with a husband who's super laid back and bringing up 4 children, and every time you give them a task and they will return back to you and tell you, someday, that thing is going to get done someday. I'm not that type of a person. I'm a go-getter. If I have a goal, I do it now. If I have to pay a bill, I will pay it now. To date, I pay all my credit card bills in advance before spending the money. So there's always money, and then I spend the money. So I am that type of a person. And for a person like me, for people who will tell me, someday we are going to do this, or someday we will do that, or someday we are going to fix so and so thing which is not working in the house, it's a dangerous word. It truly means that that day is never ever going to come. And our lives are full of such people who will dilly-dally and who will push tasks which should be done in time to the future. But there is a saying, a stitch in time saves 9. If you have to do something, do it. If you have to study for your exams, study in time. Why wait for the last moment? Or why wait to repent over it? If there's some electronic thing which is to be fixed around the house, fix it, right? So that's what I believe in. And I totally agree with whatever Tom Cruise says, irrespective of what he says is right or wrong. But this particular thing, I agree. I didn't even know that he has said such a thing, but totally. From tonight onwards, I love him 100 times more for speaking my heart. Someday is a dangerous word. And practically speaking, I have seen that it is a code for never or whatever. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you so much for that. The next, I would like to call upon Gabriel Dhruv. Do we have him here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So the topic for you is, in the end, it is just me, myself, and I. In the end, it is just me, myself, and I. Over to you.
Wishing everyone over here a pleasant good evening and also belated Eid Mubarak. I believe that phrase is incorrect to me. In the end, many people say it's true. You're gonna die alone. You're not gonna be with anyone. Everybody's just gonna leave you. But I believe that's not true, because you see, when I was born and when I am still now, I'm always crowded by people. I'm not an introvert. I don't like to be away from people. I like to be with people. Wherever I am, whether it's a mall, house, anywhere, I like to be with people. And many people, like even one of my friends, recently he told me that many people just break friendships and relationships in the end. They say that in the end, you're not going to be there with me anyway, so why not? One of my friends read it from YouTube and actually broke everything, every relationship, every friendship he had. But in the end, he ended up regretting it. Many people made fun of him and things like that. So I say, no. If we are going, we have to be with the people we love. Remember, if we're going to the people who went. So I would like to say to everyone over here that when you go to a better place, you're always with people you love, people you will meet, and people you will like. Thank you.
That was beautifully explained. Next, I would like to call upon Janani Anand. Is she here with us? Hi. So the topic for you that I have now is what completes you? What completes you? Over to you.
What completes me? Good evening, everyone, and I hope you all are having a very pleasant evening. So my topic is what completes me. It's a tricky question for me, as there are so many things that are so dear to me, and I'm having quite a hard time choosing one. What completes me? The thing that completes me the most is probably books. Knowledge is invaluable. Knowledge is invaluable, and I love reading books. It's been a hobby since I was a very since as a very young age. However, grown, there's no limit to learning. Whatever age you can be, however old you can get, there's no limit to learning. You can keep learning all your life. And books are something that give you knowledge. I've been reading books since I was a very young child, and I cannot live without books. I'm an avid reader, and I love mystery and deduction, or I love mystery and that mystery novels. Thank you.
Wonderfully spoken. Next, I would like to call upon Najla Hassan.
Yes, Zainab.
The topic I have for you is, would you prefer working with people who are talented, or would you prefer working with people you like? Would you prefer working with people who are extremely talented, or would you prefer working with people you like? Over to you.
Thank you very much for that topic, table topic master. Good evening, everybody, for the Toastmaster, and happy Eid for everyone. Am I audible or my voice? Okay.
Yes, you are.
Working with extremely talented or people I like. The working place or working environment is really hard to decide. Being a working person for a long time, you will get experience. And by that experience, you can distinguish between being liking of someone that you enjoy working with them, or getting worked with the talent person that you will get more experience and more polished with their experience, so you will add up a value on yourself and your development. So to me, I prefer to work with the talented person, and I wish if they can be talented and from the people that I like, so that will be 2 in 1. So that will be more enjoyable for me. Working with a talent, you will discover yourself, and you will get to know more problem solving. You will get to know more people, and there, I guess you will find out more about personalities of people, and you will go deeply on their personalities. So maybe you will like them as well, and they will be one of your like people that you will love working with them every now and then. You will not. Some people I don't like to work without them because they are talented. So in that way, I think you have to decide when you work, choose your people that you're working with them if you can, and find out who's of them that they got the talent that you don't have, so you can complete with them what is not there with you, so you can build up yourself as a person and as a workplace. Over to you, Tabitha.
Thank you so much for that. Now I would like to call upon Sherlyn, TM Sherlyn.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So the topic I would like to give you is what we think is what we become. What we think is what we become. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Zainab, for the wonderful topic. Hello, everyone. I'm Sherlyn, and my topic is what I think is what I become. So I think that phrase is really true. Now, if you take an example of a child, if she reads a lot of books, if she all she's surrounded with is knowledge, she'll become a very knowledgeable person when she grows up. And then if you take a person who's surrounded by a lot of violence, they will contribute a lot of violence to the world. So I think that is a very true sentence. And if you relate that to me, so when I was small, I've always been surrounded by really loving parents. And I think that when I grow up, I'm going to be as loving as them. And now, one of my really favorite hobbies is reading. Now, if I read many, many books, I know that I'll become very knowledgeable. So I think that thing is very true. But some people might not agree with that, because they think that now if you are a grown up and they say that, you know, you can only shape a little tree when it is small. So they might say that, no matter how much an adult is surrounded by good things, if their childhood was bad, then they might grow into a bad person. But I think that is wrong, because everyone has a chance to, you know change themselves, and there is no limit to that. Thank you, and over to you, TM Zainab.
Thank you so much. That was a lovely perspective to that. Now, I would like to call upon Toshita. TM Toshita?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The topic I have for you is living your life thinking, what will people say? Living your life thinking, what will people say? Over to you.
Madam Topic Master, ladies and gentlemen, people have the freedom to think the way they think fit. People will think different ways. When you look at something, you will see it in one way, but all the others will see the same object in different ways. But what I feel is I'm not really concerned about what others think, as long as I'm doing the correct thing. When we live in our life, in the society, even if we are trying to do good things, yet people will think in an entirely different way. But if we are concerned about what the others think, we won't be able to accomplish our task, especially in a situation where you are trying to help others. You have to accept what others say in good faith. Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about what others think. Do your job as long as you do the correct thing. Over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
I loved everything you say, and I completely agree with it. Now I would like to call upon TM Tushar. TM Tushar.
Yeah.
The topic I have for you is, are human creators, or are humans creators of destruction? Are human creators, or are humans creators of destruction? What would be your take on that? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for being a little partial towards me by offering such a wondrous topic and simultaneously inching on the same rhythm. I would like to wish each one of you a very happy and a great belated festival and a good evening. Before we go any forward, let us try to understand the fundamental anatomy of this analogical expression, whether or not a human being is a creator or is a tool for creating, for a destruction. So if you really understand, broadly speaking, there are two different areas which are on absolute loggerheads, which is one side of the coin, we have creation, and the other side of the coin, we have destruction. But looking forward to today's world and the present day scenario, we see there is too much of destruction happening all around. So which really connotates to the fact that a human being by design has become nothing more than a tool to destruction, which in my opinion is something which is not really appreciable, because this world, this terra firma, this Mother Earth is a place wherein we must know, or we must learn how to live together collectively. And after that, the day we learn this art, I'm sure the world would be a great place to stay. Before I part with you people, I would like to say something, which is, for someone, for the world you may be someone, but for the world, but for someone you may be the world. With that, I would like to draw the curtain. Thank you so much.
I loved how you ended your topic. Now I would like to call upon guest Jalal Zaki. Guest Jalal Zaki.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The topic I would like to give you is, not all days are happy, but happy things happen every day. Not all days are happy, but happy things happen every day. Over to you.
Thank you for this very solemn topic. Not all days are happy, but again, could you repeat that?
Not all days are happy, but happy things happen every day.
Yes, thank you. I am so happy really every day of my life. Every day I wake up and I really can't believe it, because I said it before, I'm madly in love with my wife, and I'm writing this book called Story of My Wife and Her Song. And I have three missions in life. One is to bring cultures together because of what Mr. Tushar's topic was dealing with. The whole world is exploding and things like that. And I have a story that my mother told me when I was young. I'll see if I'm allowed to say it, because I know we're not allowed to talk politics or religion or sex. But it's related, but it's not politics. The second is women's empowerment, because I mentioned it before. Women are really, for me, the top. My mother, my wife, I'm madly for women's empowerment. And the third is youth empowerment. Ranbir Singh, I am one of your biggest followers. I can't believe how wonderful you are, and you are the future. Going back to my mother and what she told me when I was young, and bringing cultures together, and why she always told me, think positive, Galal. I am only one, but I am one. I can't do everything, but I can do something. So I went to an English school a long time ago, and at the time, it was in Egypt. At the time, when we were not allowed to speak in Arabic outside the Arabic class, or we'd get a beating with a gym shoe. Mr. Scott would give me a beating and say, what you say, Zaki? I'd say, thank you, sir. So my mother, I was 8 years old, my mother got me a tutor, an Arabic tutor. And the tutor told me that only Muslim children were going to go and play in heaven. So I went crying to my mother. She said, why are you crying, Galal? I said, because Saeed, my best friend and neighbor, is not going to come and play with me in heaven. She said, why? I said, because the teacher told me that only Muslim children were going to go. She said, no, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew or of any faith, as long as you and Saeed drink your milk before going to bed and you don't lie, you and Saeed are going to go and play in heaven. And Saeed is in Canada, and we agreed we're going to go and play in heaven. So every day I wake up, it's a solemn situation that we're going through. I've written a word called Love the World, We Are One. I'm thinking positive, and I'm sure together with Toastmasters, we can make a difference. Thank you. Back to you, Zain.
I loved every word of your table topic, and I completely agree with everything you said. Love is the one thing that brings us all together. With that, I would like to call upon our timer for today, TM Habby.
Hi, Zainab.
Hi. So would someone else please be the temporary timer? Okay, TM Sindhu is volunteering. Okay, so the topic for you, TM Habi, is if you had to sum up the human nature in 3 words, what would you say? If you had to sum up the human nature in 3 words, what would you say? Over to you.
Table topic master Zainab and fellow Toastmasters, good evening to you. If you want to sum up human nature in 3 words, what it would be? That is a topic given to me. I think it is very difficult to summarize human nature in 3 words, but I can prioritize the nature, human nature into 3 words like we human beings always want for love. We want to love and we want to be loved. We want care from our fellow beings. We want mercy and kindness. This, so love, kindness, and care, these are the primary things that a human being is made of. And we also we have primary needs like we have hunger, we have thirst. To survive, we have to find our food. And in order to find all these things, sometimes human beings may develop competence. And as we move forward and we grow up, we start comparing ourselves with others. So human beings are made of plenty of innate or inbuilt characteristics or needs. I can't see the timer. Am I in time? So with that, yes, I think these are the primary things that a human being has. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
That was lovely. Now I would like to call upon TM Bandana Jain.
Yes, please. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The topic I have for you is, do you believe in searching for something that loves you, or do you believe in searching for something that you love? Do you believe in searching for something that loves you, or do you believe in searching for something you love? Over to you.
To begin with, I would say love is a very tacky topic. And I'm sure everybody out here also believes the same. Having said that, I would definitely go in for the latter option, that I would search for something that I love. And not only me, I think the entire humanity is always searching for something that they love. It is a quest, rather a never-ending quest that human beings are running after. And it is this quest that is leading the human being to greater evolvements. Just now we were talking about the 3 words for humanity, and one of them, when I was thinking about this, I thought that human beings are constantly evolving. And this is because they are always searching for the things that they love. Take the example of this pandemic. We all have gone through a tough time, but human beings love to interact with each other. They are highly social in nature. And despite the fact that they could not interact with each other on a person to person or on a physical basis, they found out the love. They tried to do something about this love, and they started meeting online, and they started satisfying that urge to meet up with their near and dear ones through online or virtual sessions. So what we love, we do find it. And that is one thing that I love about the humanity. And me too, I'm like that. I love doing plenty of my things. I have plenty of my options to do. I love traveling, I love vlogging, and I find ways to do them. And that's what I go in for, loving what I do and finding it. Over to you, Toastmaster Zainab.
That was a lovely take on this topic. Now I would like to call upon TM Wafa.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes. The topic I have for you is there is no such thing as what ifs in life. There is no such thing as what ifs in life. Over to you.
Oh gosh, Zainab, you're making us all think about every single topic you throw on us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Eid wishes to everyone who's celebrating. There is no such thing as what if. Now, as she said that, I started thinking, what if I'm not able to speak on this topic? I am constantly thinking about it. I will agree with you, Zainab. There is no such thing as what if. We humans are made, since your topic is all about humans today, I'd like to add something. We humans are made to live in uncertainty with certainty. Now, this is something I have learned as I've grown. Everything around us is uncertain. We're living in such an uncertain time that we always think, what if I'm not able to pay my son's school fees? Let me save that money. What if we won't have masks the next day? Let me grab some. This is the nature. This is what's been happening around the world. But this is where our role comes. This is where we, the masterpiece as humans, need to play our role. We need to understand there's no such thing as what if. But we understand that, and we need to pass that on. Yes, there's nothing that we can be assured of. But the thing that we can be sure of is you exist and I exist today. And I keep telling my kids every day at dinner time, you know what? We still have food on our plate. You know what? You're still going to school. You know what? I'm still a Toastmaster. We never thought we'll be able to do that, but we are. So I totally agree with you. So Stable Topic Master of the Day, what if this does not exist? But you know what? It still exists. We need to eradicate it. Over to you. Thank you.
I absolutely loved your take on that topic. Now I would like to call upon TM Bajit Badran.
Yeah.
Okay. The topic I have for you is to self-destruct in order to self-discover. To self-destruct in order to self-discover. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Zainab. Now when we grow up, when we, during our childhood, we are so impressionable, right? And when we grow up, what happens is we attract a lot of negatives and not a lot of positives. But if you don't know how to handle these negatives, what will happen is it will gather around you and it will start holding you back. It will bring you down. So it's always for you to, clean up yourself all the time mentally. Okay, this is one area where if you want to move forward, you need to always try to analyze yourself and then clean up yourself so that you come out from all those fears which are holding you back, so that you polish yourself to the best of your capabilities on a daily basis, so that you actually try to become or keep on becoming a little bit more better than what you were yesterday. Now when you try to aim a lot to happen within a given time frame, then you will be lost in between. But you don't have to do that. You just need to identify what holds you back, take baby steps to understand how you can become a bit more better. So then you will realize there are a lot of things which is distracting you from the inside, which you need to clean up, and then you slowly become what you want to become. The world is out there for you to welcome you. You just need to go out and discover. Thank you.
I absolutely loved your take on that, and I hope we keep discovering the world together and in our own ways. Now I would like to call upon TM Michelle.
Hi.
Hi. The topic I have for you is lies are similar to putting on layers of makeup. Lies are similar to putting on layers of makeup. Over to you.
Good evening, Madam Table Topics Master and fellow Toastmasters. Lies are similar to putting on layers of makeup. I totally agree with that statement. Lies snowball. And there's a saying here in the Caribbean, a liar does not have a good memory. And the reason for that is when you tell a lie, you forget that lie. And then when someone catches you in the lie, you have to say another lie to cover up that lie. So therefore, this statement is similar to what I just explained. Lies are similar to putting on layers of makeup. Why would you lie? Why would you want to stretch the truth? Why would you want to say something that is not what you really want to say? We have many reasons for that. And if we learn to live a positive life, if we learn to live on the straight and narrow, we will avoid lying, and we would avoid trying to cover things up. And I believe that's the best way to live on the straight and narrow and not tell lies. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
You spoke very well on that topic. Now I would like to call upon TM Fahad Al-Mohsin.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The topic I have for you, it is not what you're made of. Sorry, is it what you're made of, or is it what you make of in any situation? I'll repeat that once for you. Is it what you're made of, or is it what you make of in any situation? Over to you.
Table Topic Master, global impromptu guests and members. Good evening or good morning, wherever you are. What am I made of? And what do I make of? I think that both things go hand in hand. It's not only what is making you today, but also what you make it out for yourself and for the others. I'll give you an example. If I was born as a poor child in a very poor country, what options do I have to change the entire world? But what if I was born to the richest man or woman on earth? What can I do to the entire earth? I think the options for both individuals are very different. All what we care or should care about is what we can make of on what we are made of. In that instance, we can first look at what we can make of ourselves and what we can change internally, because only internally things will reflect to the external. So all I'm saying, the world needs people who can reflect on themselves even more, especially nowadays when we are looking at all the things around us, people faking things around, people trying to make of themselves something that they are not. Why? Because we want to be something different. We want to be made of something else. Accept who you are and make something else, something that is acceptable to who you are. And then you can inflict change, positive love, and positive atmosphere all around you, at your home, at your community, and even to the people in the internet who are watching us. Thank you very much. Back to you.
You spoke very well on that. Now, I would like to call upon TM Naga Madhuri.
Hello,
TM
am I audible?
Yes, you are. The topic
Yeah.
I have for you is, if ignorance is bliss, why do we struggle to seek knowledge? If ignorance is bliss, why do we struggle to seek knowledge? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for that question. I solemnly try to answer the question. Well, if you ask me to speak about ignorance, we do get ignored from people who we love, or from job, or be it from anyone. Um, of course, we feel bad, we get hurt, because we are humans after all. It's the one emotion which we have no control over, because we had anticipated so many good things that might happen in future. When we get ignored, when we get rejected, when we hear no, we definitely feel bad. But I think ignorance is indeed bliss, because when you get ignored from a job, or from any person, you strive very hard to achieve it. So that's the only way you improve drastically. You put so much of energy, and the result will be like amazing. So I think ignorance is indeed bliss. And coming to knowledge, knowledge is something which makes a person complete. It's important to even seek knowledge from fellow people, or through any form, because it makes a person complete. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Now, I would like to call upon TM Paz.
Yes.
Hi. The topic I have for you is, not all those who wander are lost. Not all those who wander are lost. Over to you.
Good evening. So I'm so thrilled to be here, and such great topics for tonight. Not all who wander are lost. You know, sometimes in life, I feel like we need to go out there and experience things for us to truly understand what it means to be living. If you stay in one corner, you'll never know what life is all about. I grew up a very sheltered person. The funny thing is, I wasn't allowed to play outside. So what I would do is I would sit on our garage and I would look at the children play outside, because I wasn't allowed to go outside our gate. And sometimes I felt deprived, but I understood the reasons why my family didn't want me to go. And as I grew older, I realized that the more I stay sheltered, the more I'll never be able to relate to other people. I wasn't lost, but I needed to go out. I needed to experience life. I needed to be able to laugh at myself and to understand myself. So the next time you see a person who looks lost, think about it. Are they really lost, or are they just figuring out how to navigate this life? Because I think every one of us is just trying to do that. Good evening.
Wonderfully spoken, and I hope we all are able to navigate our ways through this life. Now, I would like to call upon guest Pragya. Guest Pragya? I think we don't have her, so can I please call upon TM Anupama? TM Anupama? Can she not? Okay, I think she's in the meeting, but she cannot hear me maybe. So do we have TM John?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so the topic I have for you is, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Over to you.
Good evening, friends and fellow Toastmasters. Back when I was in second year college, I got lucky to be in the tennis varsity team. But unfortunately, I felt that I was the weakest link and I got accepted because I was needed to complete the team. So I was right away in the team. And then I felt ashamed through the trainings because I wasn't really doing well. I was hitting the balls far away from the court. And so I felt, and that shame actually was the reason that pushed me to train harder, to train extra hours outside school to be able to do well in the craft or in the sport of tennis. And so later on in the first year of the tournament, we still lost, but on the next year we were able to be champions. And I think that the bottom line lesson that I really got from that experience was, if for the things that you really want to do, and if for the challenges that you really want to accomplish or overcome, you really have to just go out there and step in the court and play the game, because I guess that's the only way that you're going to improve yourself and you're going to improve on the skills that you want to do in your life. So go ahead and take that challenge. Back to you, Toastmaster Zainab.
That's so true. I think we should all take all the challenges head on that we are faced with every day. Now, I would like to call upon K. Vamsi. TM K. Vamsi?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay.
The topic I have for you is, what is the most sensible thing you have ever heard someone say? What is the most sensible thing you have ever heard someone say? Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master. I'm very sensitive guy for
Sorry for the interruption. Sorry
Yes,
for the
yes.
interruption. Sorry for the
Yes.
interruption. Can you turn your video on, please, if you don't mind?
I'm having some bandwidth issues. I try. Give me a sec. Am I visible? Yeah, thank you. So let me get into the topic again. So I'm very sensible guy. For me, whatever I heard is just makes me cry. And about the sensible things from like past 5 and 6 months, I'm like listening this news about the pandemic, COVID-19, like people are dying everywhere. And this kind of a things totally makes me worse. I mean, I'm a kind of a look very rough and tough guy, but inside I'm very sensitive, and those kind of a things makes me vulnerable at sometimes. And somewhere and somehow it just wakes up my things like that hidden sensible guy just woke up, and it take a lot of time to control those emotional kind of a thing. So recently I've heard this news about it's not somebody told me, but it's a news which like shake my things up. It's like a parents were dead for children, and they were like homeless for a long time, and somehow this actor adopted them, and it really changed me, and somehow it like moved me, and it even I'm going speechless over here, but this totally makes me emotional. When I'm emotional, I can't even speak, but I'm trying to be. And if I just remember those things, I mean, it changed me a lot. Like the today's topics, mostly you asked, it's about like changing how people change. And that thing really changed me. If people get rich, we have to help others. That's the thing. I mean, being the sensible, some people say it's really worse, but I say it's a blessing. If you're sensible, you could understand what others feeling, and with that feeling you could help others. That's all I could say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much on that. Now, I would like to call upon TM Shajesh. TM Shajesh? TM Shajesh? Am I audible? TM Shajesh? Okay, I think maybe.
We can move on.
Yeah. Can I call upon TM Veenal Shah?
Yeah.
Hi. The topic
Hi.
I have for you is clash of ideas is the sound of freedom. Clash of ideas is the sound of freedom. Over to you.
Yeah. First of all, a very good evening to all randomly people over here. Yeah, flash of ideas. Could you please repeat the topic again?
Yes, clash of ideas is the sound of freedom.
Okay. Yeah, I do agree with this statement. If we think I think over on different ideas, we'll be more creative, more innovative, and we won't it won't be so static or like boring, and it will give like bu- it will give the new inventions or ideas, new new um, information, new information, and it will help us to become more creative, more organized, and uh, more on like on progressive phase. We can also think on we it will give help us in finding solutions for ongoing problems like pandemic and other problems like poverties, and how to resolve those issues through flash of ideas and through different thought process. That's all from my side. Thank you, Toastmasters, and good evening.
Thank you, very well spoken. Can I call upon Toastmaster Daisy?
Yes, Zainab, I'm here.
The topic I have for you is having trust in the timing of your life. Having trust in the timing of your life. Over to you.
Having trust. Okay. Thank you for this solemn topic, Zainab. Having trust is the timing of your life, right? In the
Having
timing.
trust in the timing of your life.
In the timing of your life. I agree with this topic very much because trust is the only thing we can have in this kind of situation where there is a pandemic going on. Without trust, you cannot spend one day. The trust that we will come out of this pandemic, we'll come out of all this difficult times. That is the trust we all have today. That is keeping us going. That is keeping us getting connected every day without worrying about what is happening around us. So many things are happening around us, like uh, Toastmaster Vamsi said, so many difficult times. The children are going through difficult times, and everybody, so many difficulties are happening all around us. Still, we are having the trust, we are having the faith, we are having the hope that we will come out of this at this difficult times. That is the only thing that will carry us forward. So that's the solemn thing we need: trust and hope. The humanity will proceed, and we will continue to succeed in our life. And this is a good thing we are meeting every day. It is bringing more hope towards hope towards life and future. Over to you, Toastmaster Zainab.
Thank you so much. I loved your take on that. Can we have TM Savita, please, now? TM Savita?
Yes, please, Zainab.
The topic I have for you is, do you believe we live in a society which is complicit in its own combustion? Do you believe we live in a society which is complicit in its own combustion? Basically, a society which is burning itself down. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Rebel Topic Master. Society which is burning in itself. I don't agree fully into this topic. Society depends, I think, where you are placed, what you are doing, what is the surrounding with you. Society, if just for a particular person or fame or myself, how much I am involved in the society, that also it depends. There are people who are not involved in the society. They have made their world a small place. They are doing something absolutely beautiful, wonderful for people around them, or in whatever way they can do. For them, society is beautiful because the eye, what they see, the society, everything is positive. They don't attract anything negative. If a person, I feel, if they are not attracting anything negative, everything comes positive only to them. They're much away from all this dirty politics and everything and all. It doesn't come only surrounding around them. So other way, people who have negative tendencies or negative mind, they definitely attract, and the society becomes negative for them. Let it be any example for them, it becomes negative. So I think it is the mindset, how we are dealing with individuals at society level or city level or country, whatever level, it is our mindset, whatever we attract. If we are attracting positive, we'll be definitely in good society. If we are attracting something negative, it will be on the negative side. Thank you. Over to you.
I loved everything that you said, and I hope we can move forward with the positive mindset that you just mentioned. Now to DTM Amjad. So as we already know that DTM Amjad, he himself being a YouTuber, this is a topic I specifically handpicked for you, which is about influencer culture. So do you think that influencer culture is leading independent thought to extinction? Do you believe that influencer culture is leading independent thought to extinction? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zainab, Miss Zainab, for giving me this solemn topic. I completely agree with the topic. Actually, yes, indeed, it's happening. But I'm loving it. Reason being, I have answered similar type of questions in my many of the interviews. And people ask me, Amjad, what do you think about youngsters coming out of from college? Are they still in college? Are they have no idea about life and they are becoming motivational speakers? What do you think about them? And my answer is always, is they right? This is the best opportunity to expose your skills. For example, let me take myself as an example. I don't know how many of you can accept me, but it's my job to do my job with consistency, with, of course, due diligence. You never know, if not you, but somebody out there will accept me. Because whatever has happened on this planet Earth or in this universe, it is for a reason. Maybe that is not making reason or sense to you, but for somebody else, definitely is making sense. So I always encourage, if somebody has potential, he or she, youngster or elder, late age or early age, does not matter. Let them try. It's an open platform, open field. Try your best. If you are going to be accepted, that will be only based on your content. Maybe because of your beauty, because of your vulnerable actions, people will accept you, make you a celebrity overnight. But tomorrow, if you're not able to handle it, face the crowd, you will come back. People will not accept you the way they accepted you from your first post. So always content is the king. And I think this is going to empower our society, and it is empowering. Of course, it's distracting as well. Somehow it's all about people. It's a tool. You are a tool. I am a tool. We are nothing more than a tool. Let's use these tools for betterment, for positivity, for people's empowerment. That's what I'm trying my best from my YouTube, from my life, from everything I am surrounded by. Ladies and gentlemen, you have control over your life. Please control it the way you feel, how you want to see the society. Back to you, ma'am.
That was a lovely take on that. And I think with that, we have reached our time limit. So I would like our DTM Amjad to end this meeting with a few words.
If some, can we take a few more minutes if everyone agrees by showing of your thumbs up? Because we have few more members, they are very regular. If our Toastmaster Zainab can entertain them, can we take 5 to 10 more minutes? Thank you so much. Over to Zainab, and I will trouble you at the end.
I love this. Can we please call upon TM Ajay? Do we have Postmaster Ajay?
I don't think he's not there in the meeting.
Oh, okay. Do we have Gavalier Ranbir?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So the topic I have for you is sometimes the harsh lessons in life are the right type of medicine. Sometimes the harsh lessons in life are the right type of medicine. Over to you.
Thank you, Tabletop Master. Sometimes the harsh lessons in life is learning the right way. A very ebullient good evening to one and all present here. How many of us have learned everything the luxurious way? No one. All of us might have learned something or the other the hard way, the harsh way. For example, let me share my personal story with you. It was when I was 8 years old, around 4 years old, when the first time I tried to ride my bicycle without any type of support, without my father. There, my father was with me, he left me, and I fell. And I kept on falling till I got the grip of it, till I learned how to balance on it. That's one incident. How to ride a cycle, that I learned the hard way. And this gave me the motto of my life. This too gave me the motto of my life, which is try till you succeed. Because I believe not everything is possible the luxurious way. You need to try till you succeed, because if it's better than giving up. Every person will fail once or the other, but the winners, the champions are those who, despite falling, they stand up again. And they stand up so strongly that no one can beat them. With their past experience, they are so proficient. With their hard experience, they are so proficient that no one can beat them. It's not about who has failed, who has not. It's about who has risen after failing and who has not. So everybody learns the hard way. Learning hard way or soft way, learning takes place. And it's not possible that everybody must have learned the luxurious way. Learning the hard way keeps that thing embedded in your mind. If you learn something the soft way in the classroom, maybe you may not remember it for your life, but if you do it the hard way, you will definitely remember it. On this note, I conclude my speech strongly telling that try till you succeed, and learn the hard way if you want it remain in your long-term memory. Over to you.
That was spoken so well. And you're completely correct. We should try till we succeed. Now we would like to call upon Miss TM Jaya Rangoonwala. TM Jaya Rangoonwala.
A very good evening.
A very good evening to you too. The topic I have for you is, what would you prefer? Children growing up now or children growing up 30 years ago? What era would you prefer? Children growing up now or children growing up 30 to 50 years ago? Over to you.
Thank you so much for this topic. Well, children growing up now and children growing up 30, 20 years back, they both have advantages and disadvantages. Nowadays, children are more intelligent and smarter than the older generation. They are exposed to all the comforts, technologies, and in the end, they are they become a lazy people, a very spoiled children, and they have like nowadays children, they may be smart, but they can be very greedy, competitive. They might lack of compassion, and money always empowers people. Well, in the older generation, we have come up with hard life. We were beaten up if we fail, even 1 mark less. We never got those kind of comforts that we have, latest technologies and all. For example, maths. We have to count our fingers or to our mind. That time we didn't have calculators or computers, right? Yes, and we have gone through ups and downs. We have faced a difficulty in life. So we know the value of things, the value of money, So older generation are well balanced than nowadays generation. And they are not spoiled. And that's it. Over to you.
Thank you so much for your take on that. Now I would like to call upon TM Rehan. TM Rehan. Okay, moving on, I would like to call upon TM Anil Kumar.
Ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, the
Is it
topic.
okay if I do not turn on my cam?
Hello, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are. Is it okay
Okay.
if I do not turn on my cam?
I think that should be fine. It would be preferred if you
I have
do.
a situation.
Oh, okay. So the topic I would like to give it to you is, what is more deadly, the weapon or the thought to kill? What is more deadly, the weapon or the thought? Over to you.
Yes. Thank you so much for that wonderful question. It is a wonderful question for me. Fine. What is most dangerous, most deadly, a weapon or a thought? I will start with one of my previous learnings. When I was in my 10th standard, no, when I was in my intermediate second year, we have a story in our English class. Teacher came inside and he started a new lesson called cultural shock. And at the end of the lesson, we learned a small story. And the story was human at the very beginning of the civilization. He also created weapons. He created weapons only to uh, uh, only to only for his own production, and later he used those weapons to kill animals. And later, as the civilization was brought up and the urban cities and the technology improved, human also found the armors like guns, bombs, grenades, and everything. And they were all created only to have a defense and only to protect their countries from another. But later, people like Bin Laden gave it a thought to kill people. It all started from a thought to create a terror among the people. So it all started with a thought. Thought actually. Pistol is there, and pistol is used for our self-defense. It is only for authorized people, but we are using it for killing people. See, it all depends on the thoughts we get. If we get a thought of killing people, we kill people. Weapon doesn't matter. Weapon is just weapon does whatever we act on it, whatever we operate. But it all starts with a thought. And I would like to conclude it with the saying, thought is more dangerous than a weapon. Weapon is just a functioning tool.
Thank you so much for your take on that. Now, I would like to hand over the meeting back to distinguished Toastmaster Amjad Ali. And thank you so much for letting me conduct this meeting today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zainab. And now the topic for you is, if you are in a situation to give up something very precious in your life in order to get something very precious in your life, what these two precious things would be? Shall I repeat? If you are in a situation to give up something very precious in your life, to get something very precious in your life, what are these two precious things would be? Over to you.
I would say this indeed is a very mind-boggling topic which has been given to me, because on both ends, I'm giving and receiving something which is very precious to me. So I think one thing which, like the two main things in my life which drive me are basically my family and my profession. So I think those are the two things I might be able to juggle with. Maybe if I'm able to give up my profession, I get something for my family. So I think that would be one thing that I would want to do, because in the end, I've always been taught that family comes first. So I think that is a motto that I would like to stick with. And that is something which I feel everyone would agree with, because that is something I feel family is that backbone which holds you throughout. Because my profession, I might not always have it, but I feel family is something which supports you throughout. They supported me even when I did not have, when I was nothing, when I was a toddler. They are supporting me now when I'm a student, and I hope they continue supporting me onwards. So I think that would be it, giving up my profession and getting something from my family in return. But I do hope that day does not ever come, because that would be a very difficult decision for me. So yes, I think that would be my answer. Thank you so much for the topic. And I think that would be it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zainab. I'm calling you Toastmaster just because you need to become a Toastmaster as quick as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give her a big hand the way she has conducted this entire beautiful session? Zainab, I'm not making it, I'm telling you, honestly speaking, it was one of the finest sessions we have ever conducted. And I mean it. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being lovely and participating in all the topics that I gave you. Each one of you spoke so well, and I loved each and every perspective that I got from every topic. It was so different, and I'm just very thankful that each one of you accepted my topic and spoke so well about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, in fact, indeed. And anybody who is not called up on stage, my apology, because as you all know, we are trying to accommodate as many members as possible in 1 hour, but still we are taking a bit extra to make you show that you are entertained. But we cannot go longer than that. With that, can we request our Madam Timer Happy to explain our report, your timing, please?
Thank you, DTM Amjad Ali. All the speakers were within the time limit except two of us, like guest Jalal Saki took 2 minutes 38 seconds, only 8 seconds more, and DTM Amjad Ali 2 minutes 40 seconds. Sorry. Everyone else was within the time limit. That's my report.
Thank you so much. And that's very bad. I was the one who was saying, like, don't speak more than 2 minutes, and I spoke more than everyone. My apology. I really I don't know why I spoke so too much, but I spoke. I'm sorry for that. Fellow Toastmaster, thank you so much. With that, again, thank you for making this 37th session success. Please join us back. And I just want to mention something, but I would do that after the meeting is adjourned. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Now over to each one of you to gel with each other and acquaint each other to each other. Over to you.